My name is Lori Styron, and I am the Executive Director of CharityWatch. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the nonprofit organization Direct Relief and Direct Relief Foundation. This is an organization that files a consolidated audited financial statements, which means more than one legal entity is included in the audit. Another important reason why you can't, as a donor, rely only on tax filings or charity ratings posted on the internet that are only based on a quick divide this number by that number in the tax filing, because there's a lot of information in audited financial statements, including in some cases other legal entities where you've got money going back and forth and things, that a single IRS Form 990 tax filing of a charity is not going to reveal, especially if it's not adequately analyzed. And so one important tip to include before we get started. So Direct Relief and their efforts in Ukraine. So I was impressed with how quickly Direct Relief, because they had already been working with partners in the region, they were kind of prepared to sort of start distributing aid fairly quickly. As of March 3rd, 2022, they had already raised about $2 million in contributions specifically for aid to Ukraine. People fleeing the violence in Ukraine. And by March 4th, when we asked them, hey, what have you accomplished so far? And this was almost a couple weeks ago now, but by March 4th, they had already spent about $312,000 to procure and provide 250 high-flow oxygen concentrators, $230,000 to procure and provide 460 emergency response backpacks, $100,000 in-country operational funding, and $400,000 allocated for initial humanitarian supply charter flights. So when they say allocated, I'm not quite sure if that means that they'd already expended the money or if they had just allocated it for that. I suspect, here we are March 15th, I suspect that they had probably spent that money by now. But the takeaway here is that this is a nonprofit organization that was already working in the region and that already has people who were providing aid pretty quickly after the conflict broke out. This is a top-rated charity at CharityWatch. So obviously, this is a fluid situation in Ukraine and for the people fleeing the violence there. So it's important to come to our website at CharityWatch.org to see our in-depth article on Direct Relief and all of their responses to our questions about donations to the organization. Can they be earmarked for Ukraine? What have they spent money on so far? And hopefully we'll also be updating our article periodically as we get more information. But takeaway, Direct Relief and Direct Relief Foundation, these are organizations that are top rated by CharityWatch based on how efficiently they operate. And they did answer our questions about what they're doing in Ukraine in very specific terms, which is much appreciated and important because sometimes charities can be very vague about the work that they're doing. That's all for now, and please stay tuned, CharityWatch.org, for more information. Thanks.